Welcome to the Make and Design Podcast. I'm your host, Carina Gardner. On this podcast, we're unraveling the everyday joys and dilemmas of design, making, and business. For makers who want to be designers and for designers who are makers, this is your inside scoop to help you grow your business and bring more creativity to your life.
We are fast approaching the holidays, and I thought it would be fun to do an episode just talking to you about how you plan on showing up for the holidays. So this is kind of a lighter one, but I think the way we show up in life, and sometimes the way we show up for the big events in our lives is a key indicator to how we are currently living, right? So I was just thinking about kind of the things that are coming up. We've got Thanksgiving coming up for Americans, and then we have all the Christmas holiday stuff along with all the wonderful things that are happening for all different religions during this time. And so, but for me, it's Christmas, so that's why I talk about it. And it's so funny because just a year ago, we were right in the middle of heightened numbers for COVID. And so everything was shut down and there wasn't a lot of things to go to. And I'm not going to lie, I liked it. It's like a little less orchestra meetings, a little less soccer. I guess there wasn't soccer during the basketball during that time, a little less swim meets. Just like everything was less. And I felt like in the evenings I got to really hang out with my kids. There were like a few times where, we all gathered in the living room and we were just hanging out and we turned on the fireplace and yes, turned on because it's electric. Turned on the fireplace and just were hanging out, having hot chocolate and just relaxing. And it really wasn't that big of a deal. And I'm not going to tell you that we weren't somewhat on our phones hanging out. But we were all together and we were chatting and just relaxing. And to me, that is the spirit of the holidays. Just kind of that wonderful time to be with the people that you really enjoy being with. I know so many of you have wonderful traditions, things that you do that make it a very sweet time for you. I also know that it's a time period that a lot of people have struggles in, either bad memories or difficulties with. And I just want you to know that you are important, special, and I'm sorry that you're going through a hard time. For those of you who are looking forward to it and have things that you are excited to do, I hope you revel in it. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you enjoy your kids, your grandbabies, your parents, and that you're paying attention to the things you're doing and that it's a really wonderful time for you. So how will you show up during the holiday season? Because I think if you can really implement what it is you really want to do, okay? And everybody is different, right? So for me in the holidays, it's actually looking for moments to connect with each of the people in my house, okay? So that's one of the things that I try to do, moments to connect with each of the people in my house. It can be over sledding, it can be over hot chocolate, it can be wherever, right? Sometimes it's just climbing into bed together and talking. And so whatever it is that you are looking for, maybe you are looking to make new traditions. Maybe you are looking to make special family moments. And if you're trying to do those things, if you want those things, go out of your way to create those things. Go out of your way to make sure those things happen at this time of year, okay? Because I think that will be really special. And the reason I talk about it is because we're right on the cusp of 2022. So that's a time when so many people start really thinking about their goals, start thinking about what it is that they want the next year to look like. And I think you guys, many of you heard my next 90 days, which I love quarterly planning 3 months at a time because it's just long enough for you to get some real things done, but it's short enough for you to feel like you're achieving things, right? You're getting things done and achieving things in a short amount of time. So I like this time of year because we're right in the middle of the last quarter of the year. And if you made some quarterly goals, which I always do at the beginning of October, I'm thinking about what I'd like to accomplish so that this year feels like a good year. Then you walk in to the next year feeling really strong and having a clear vision for what you want to do, okay? For designers, and I know a lot of my Design Suite members, Design Bootcamp people come and listen to this podcast. I want to tell you that one of the best things you can do is just finish off this year strong. So many people are waiting for the next year to make it strong. And the truth is, the people who really are going to have a strong next year start now. They're making goals now. They're following through on their goals and their resolutions now, even from the previous year, right? Like looking back at our goals, making sure that we're accomplishing what we need to accomplish. Those people, you, I hope, are going in to 2022 or whatever your next year is, if you're listening to this much, much later, that you go into it feeling strong because you accomplished the things that you needed to the last year. How much easier it is to believe in yourself for the coming year and what you're going to accomplish if you come out of the last year having accomplished a lot of things, right? It's just like it adds fuel to the flame. So like people's identities are driven by patterns, right? So if we show a pattern of trying to achieve our goals, what happens? Well, if we're always achieving our goals, it's really easy to walk into the next year creating goals and going, I'm going to achieve these, right? Whereas if we give up on our goals now or give up the way that we're showing up now, what happens? Well, you create new goals in the new year and you're not totally sure how you're going to accomplish it. And you're one of those people who ends up giving up on the list January 31st, right? Or February 1st. And I don't want you to have to be that person because I know that you can do more than that. And that's why I do like quarterly goals because, it's really hard to make I think yearly goals are tough, you guys, really, really tough. So that's why I like the 3-month goals. And if you're in the middle of, maybe you didn't make any goals October 1st, make some goals now. What do you want to accomplish by the end of the year, okay? And finish it off really strong.
Hey, did you know that you can visit me at makeanddesign.com to learn more about this podcast and join my VIP group for weekly freebies? I can't wait to see you there.